Today we're going to review a little bit about prime numbers and about factors, and then we're going to talk about prime factorization and how it can make you a lot of money. So pay close attention, this is really important stuff. Okay, so first off, who knows what a factor is? Anyone? Raise your hand. No? Okay. Oh. Okay.
Those are like numbers that go into other numbers, right? Like
yeah, exactly. So it's two numbers that can go into, or it's any number actually that can go into, divide evenly into another whole number. So for example, let's do 6 to be easy. So do you guys think you can list its factors? Or okay, we'll start. Its factors are 1 goes into 6, right? 2, 3, and 6. Okay? So it's all the numbers that divide evenly into it. Okay? Do you guys think you could do the factors of 8? So you start, does 1 go into it?
Yeah.
Yes. Does 2 go into it?
Yes.
Does 3 go into it?
No.
No. Doesn't go, oh wait. Does 4 go into it?
Yeah.
Okay. And then the last one is 8. Okay, so now we got what factors are. So now let's talk about prime numbers. So, does anyone remember what prime numbers are? Okay. Prime numbers are numbers, they're whole numbers and they're greater than 1, and they're only divisible by 1 in themselves. Okay, their only factors are 1 in themselves. So the first couple prime numbers are 2, 3, 5, 7. Is 9 a prime number? No, because 3 goes into it, right? So next one's 11. And it keeps going like that for a while, okay? So these are really important numbers for a lot of reasons. And one of them is for prime factorization, which combines factors and prime numbers. So let's talk about prime factorization. So prime factorization is when all the factors of a number that they're all primes and they multiply together to equal to the number. Okay, so let's do an example. Let's do 12. So think of all the prime numbers that go into it. For example, 2 goes into it. So divide 12 by 2, so 2 will be one of its prime factors. You get 6. So let's keep that one in mind. Now we have 6. 6, what are some prime numbers that go into 6?
3.
3, good. So that's another one. And you get 2. Once you get down there, 2 is a prime number, so you're done. So then you have all the prime factors of 12. You have 2, 2, and 3. Right? And 2 times 2 times 3 equals 12. So that's how it works, basically. And there's only one prime factorization for every number. Okay, so that's one way of doing it. One way is going through the number and finding all the prime numbers that go into it. But I'm going to teach you a different way, and a way that I think is easier. Okay, and it uses a tree diagram. Okay, so let's do 12 again, just for continuity. 12. What are 2 numbers that go into 12? Multiply them together to get 12. Christine.
4 and 3.
Yes. Good. 4 and 3. Now you look at these 2 numbers. Are either of these numbers prime? Yes. 3 is prime. So you circle that one and you're done. That's where it ends. But 4 is not prime. So we got to keep going. What are 2 numbers that go into 4?
2 and 2.
Yes. So you draw the 2 numbers. 2 times 2 is 4. When you get down, are these numbers prime?
Yes.
So there you have it, the prime factorization of 12. And you can do this with any number. So now let's do some practice ones. And we're going to make them a little harder because I know you guys can do it. Next one, let's try 11. What's the prime factorization of 11?
Trick question.
Good, Christine. Since it's prime, the prime factorization is already 11. So, because you can't have 1 in a prime factorization. Because there's only one way to have a prime factorization. If you add 1, you just add 1s over and over again, right? You can't have like 11 and 1 be a prime factorization, and then 11 and 1 be another prime factorization. That's just not how it works. So make sure you don't ever put a 1 in a prime factorization. What about 3 to the 6th power? This one you can't do with a tree. That's the trick. Okay, well let's start by making this look different. What does 3 to the 6th power mean?
3 times 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 times 3.
Yeah! So that's the same as this 6 times, right? Yes. So, does that help you figure out what the prime factorization is? What do you think it is, Christine?
That?
Yeah, exactly. So it's 6 3s, basically. So that's just another way of looking at it. One application of prime factors is for cryptography, which is when you're using numbers to disguise words or other numbers. So, and one way they do it is they use really big numbers and then they factor them out until they make meaningful numbers that represent like A, B, or C. That's what this stuff is good for, is if you find really big numbers and you know how to do a prime factorization really well, you can make a lot of money.